So this video took a little over a month to make. Filming took around 3 weeks, and most importantly for me in this video were the results. I'm only just happy to share with someone who might be struggling with acne, struggling with pimples. And if I didn't achieve results, obviously I wouldn't have shared this video, but clearly I did achieve amazing results, as you're going to see at the end of this video. So this first clips or first few minutes is mainly a video of me crying about my face. As you can see, it was so bad. For like the whole year of 2020, I cried my heart out because, come on, look at that. It is so depressing. If you're struggling with acne, you know how depressing it is. Everyone meeting you is suggesting for you, like, try this, try that. So I did the same too. I tried out so many things on my face, and by this time I was really tired. So I sat down and did a little bit of a deep dive research about acne and what causes it, how can it be treated, can it actually be treated. So I'm not here spilling any clickbaits or spilling any information that is not going to help you. So I want you to really focus on the words, because I mean, what can you learn from the videos? There is almost nothing in this video by just evidence of before and after I used whatever the mixtures that I used. So as you can see in that bottle, I'm shaking it. I just mixed in so many things, mainly medicines, trust me, because I had tried so many cosmetics. They were not working for me. In fact, they made my skin worse. So at this point, like I said, I made a deep dive into research and researched what can actually treat acne. So that's what I'd mixed in that bottle. So you can call that day 1 or week 1, because I filmed weekly. I am also a working person, so I don't really have so much time on me to film. I have to work, I have to pay the bills anyway. So I'm going to explain one by one what I mixed in and what I used, because it is important that you know exactly the science behind every single thing that you're putting in your face. Be it avocado, be it turmeric, be it anything that you put in your face. It is important that you know the science, because these are the things which spoiled our faces. We weren't born with acne. 99 of my friends tell me how they had good skin and maybe went to a party and borrowed some makeup, and all of a sudden they had a breakout which has not gone back since. So in this video, I believe this mechanism, or whatever you want to call it, that I used, it should be able to give you like some sort of permanent stable skin. How my skin is right now as I'm talking, as I'm editing this video, because that's when I'm doing the voiceover, is pretty a good place, and I can say I'm so proud of it. So I just hope you really learn from it. Okay, jumping into what acne actually is. Acne is a disease, and it is caused by an organism which also has its name as acne. So if you're treating it cosmetically, some of these cosmetics obviously having some of the molecules that are supposed to clear the skin, and some of those molecules include mercury. Mercury is not good for your skin. It will clear the skin by making it thinner, but that is predisposing it to more breakouts, which are bad or worse. So there is a molecule called benzoyl peroxide. Benzoyl peroxide kills that organism of acne. It is applied topically on the skin. So benzoyl peroxide is like clearing off the acne that are around the face. It is important for this procedure to work. It is important that you have a good quality benzoyl peroxide, because there are so many pharmaceutical companies that make these drugs or these ointments. So make sure you look out for something that is good. There are so many importing countries. There is UK, there is India. So make sure you look for something that is best. So when you go to your pharmacy and you're trying to buy benzoyl peroxide, make sure it is a good quality. You can try to ask your pharmacist about the qualities, or you can do your Google and research. Also, at this point, I should mention acne.com. Acne.com has important information for you if you're trying to treat your skin. They can also try to take you through maybe a guide to show your skin type, if it is oily, if it is dry, and what exactly you should use. It is important I give you this information because those are some of the resources that I use to do a deep dive research to make sure I have the right information before I try to treat my skin. Well, at this point, I should mention this was like after 1 week, and honestly, my skin was so much better, as you can see. So the breakouts, most of them were dried out. I think I need to zoom in better. Anyway, I'm going to edit this better later. Most of the things were dried out. I'm also going to put in like some before part so that you compare. Moving on to the other component of the mixture that I put, I used an oil, Jamaican castor oil. I use Jamaican castor oil specifically because it is also recommended for stabilizing the skin pH. It is a very thick oil, so it somehow acts as a sunscreen. Yeah. So because I was applying this Jamaican castor oil, it would protect my skin from the sun. And it is the only oil that I'm still applying now. Most of these mixtures I stopped, so I only continued applying Jamaican castor oil because it is a very thick oil and it acts as a skin protector. It stabilizes the pH of the skin because that is important. If the pH is not well stable, if you know the gyna things, if the pH in the gynecological things is not stable, you end up getting infections. Same with the skin. If the pH is not stable, the skin is prone to being infected by acne, which I told you is a bacteria. So I continued using just the oil and my skin is very stable right now. And I told you it's also a sunscreen because it is a very thick oil. At this point, is like the 3rd week, my skin had like cleared. Those small things you're seeing on the forehead, they are not pimples. It is just like it is just skin, just a few spots, of course, coming from the treatment of the acne. I had one breakout, although around my chin. Yeah, I had one breakout due to my period, so that was a small hiccup. Of course, breakouts will happen like a normal human being. Your hormones are changing month in, month out, but it won't be like this bad acne which is all over your face. Please, at this point, I would request you to stick to the end of this video because there is an important part of this treatment that you cannot miss out. It is the most important. All these are very important because they help with clearing the skin and removing the physical problem, but then there is an inner problem which also needs to be fixed. And that inner problem is the organism that is actually causing the reinfections. So imagine you use maybe MCG on your face and it has kind of cleared your face in a week. Yeah, those steroids clear the face very fast. In a week your face seems clear, but then when you stop the MCG due to its side effects of bleaching and making the skin very tender, making it prone to disease, when you stop the MCG you get another breakout which is usually worse than the one before. Now it is because you have not treated the inner problem. So this next part is very important, and I want to put sort of a disclaimer on it because it is an actual swallowing of medication. The medication is Doxycyline. I don't know if I can go to prison for mentioning this. Please, disclaimer, if you want to use Doxycyline, make sure you talk to maybe a medical personnel, you understand the side effects, you make sure you are not sensitive to Doxycyline. I don't want to be taken prison. Someone don't come and refer to me that I got information from this video and I took the medication and reacted to it. Please make sure you have some prior understanding of you as a person so that you don't just take in something that is going to kill you. So Doxycyline is an antibiotic. Like I told you, acne is a bacteria, so Doxycyline is going to kill the bacteria, helping you clear it in your body. These tablets are taken for a long time. To make sure that you go to your pharmacy, I won't tell you how long, but it is some long time. And once all the P. acne, which is the bacteria, is cleared in your body, that means you've been treating yourself topically with benzox, which is benzoyl peroxide. I'm getting all these things off head because I know them, I've studied them. I went to medical school, I've studied them, and I've made like a deep dive research in it, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I'm getting them off head. So benzoyl peroxide mixed with that oil. I used specifically Jamaican castor oil for the reasons that I've told you. Then you take those tablets, they're capsules, for that period of time. So this is the after results, and I can assure you I was blown away. It's been a week now and the results are so permanent. Fun fact, I met some friend of mine yesterday at work and she was like, have you applied some foundation? Trust me, I hadn't. I know on the camera it kind of looks like there's some rush, but there isn't any on the face right now. Even most of the scars have moved. My next project, which I've already started working on, is on hair. I've also done a deep dive research on what to grow hair, like which molecules, what promotes hair. So you don't want to miss it. Please make sure you subscribe so that the time I post, you are ready to watch and you get all the nice information that you need to look good and be proud of yourself.